The Wandering Gamer.
Welcome to the Wandering Gamer podcast, your source for gaming technology and culture from all around the world. You can find us at thewanderinggamer.com, at thewanderingg on Twitter, and The Wandering Gamer on Facebook. I am the Wandering Gamer, Duty 420, and with me is the always beautiful, always cute, pretty girl LGS. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. How
Yeah.
about you?
You know I'm doing real good whenever you're here.
So Die Hard's next to you?
Hell yeah. All right, so today, episode 4,
Yes,
Mobile Mania. You know what mobile is?
of course.
What's mobile?
What is right next to your hand?
Yeah, your phone. Yes, phones, tablet.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about a lot about mobile technology, mobile gaming, what most people do with their phones,
Oh,
and some stuff like that.
okay.
We're also going to talk about my favorite podcasts. All right. And I believe you're going to do a pretty girl game review for us today, right?
Yes, a little bit. Fighting game.
Uh-huh. All right. So we'll get into that a little bit later. I'm excited about that. Yeah. And first, I was doing a little research. And I was looking at PlayStation 4s.
Oh,
Because I have one here, and I was looking at the price difference between America and China. It's a little bit more expensive in China, but then I was looking at one country, Brazil. You know how much a PlayStation is in Brazil?
very cheap.
No.
Super expensive?
Super expensive. In Brazil, if you want to get a PlayStation 4, it is $1,845. USD,
Wow.
American dollars. So that's what, almost over 10,000 RMB.
Yes. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's literally cheaper to buy a ticket from Brazil, go to America, buy a PlayStation,
Then go back.
and come back.
Yes, Brazil is not very far from USA.
Yeah, well, there's a tax there for imported things.
Oh,
For, I think, electronic, especially like gaming electronics, they tax it really high. And before, you used to not be able to get any game consoles in China.
oh,
There's a law in China that said you can't buy any game consoles. Did you know that?
no, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why all the Xbox 360s, they're all modded. They all have all the games already installed on it because you can't buy it in the store. So people would just buy it, put the games on it, then sell it for more money.
That's smart.
Well, I guess. Well, now China's letting them in, and we were saying, I think this is the first or second episode. We're talking about they're still not selling the PS4 in China. I also don't think they sell a Nintendo Wii. I think it has something to do with Japan, because Microsoft is American. They make the Xbox,
Yes.
Xbox One. Sony makes the PlayStation. Nintendo makes the Wii. They're Japanese. We all know how, China and Japan don't get along with each other. So I think that has something to do with it. What do you think?
I wouldn't mind Japanese products.
All right, and speaking of China
Yes.
and Chinese brands,
Okay.
there's 2 Chinese companies I want to get to today,
Oh,
both for technology news.
I've heard one of it.
Which one?
Smartphone. Smartwatch.
The smartwatch. What's the company?
Huawei.
Huawei.
Yes.
How do you say it? Huawei?
Huawei.
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 Huawei. So, Huawei. Did I say it right?
Okay.
So, Huawei, they just, I think it was yesterday,
Oh.
they had an
Release.
announcement for their new smartwatch.
Yes.
And I showed you the commercial. How's it look?
I like it.
Yeah, it looks
Very,
nice.
the watch involves in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Well,
lightful.
the watch looks like a watch. It's the whole circular thing.
Yes,
Like
I
the
love
Apple
that.
Watch is more of a square
Yeah,
rectangle.
I love that. More watch things.
Yeah, it looks more like a watch.
Yes.
But I hated the commercial.
Why?
They showed the watch like 2 times.
So they raise you curious, right?
No.
More curious about the watch.
I want to know about the product. I don't care.
You can search
So-
for it.
So if you haven't seen the commercial, it's a guy and his friends, and he's like walking through
I
the
know
snow.
why.
They're
They are all
driving
good
through-
looking guys. Maybe if we they put some hot girls, maybe we'll say that.
Yeah, they need a whole bunch of Asian girls in knee highs just dancing around, right? Maybe I'm like, oh, it's a good watch. Yeah, I want that.
But in China, most of women do the shopping thing. So maybe women say, oh, that will good look on my man, so they will got it. They will get it.
Yeah, but so the whole commercial is this guy, he's like walking through the snow, then he's driving through the snow, then he like finds a random dog in the snow. This dog just there, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pet the dog. Then he has a whole bunch of dogs, and he's like racing the dogs. Then he finds a cabin, and his friends are there. Then one of them magically appears with a bottle of champagne. And let's just shake it on the ground, right?
So
And I've been
what?
like, in F1 at the end of the race, they win it,
Yeah.
they shake it. No, he's just shaking it in the air. Like, he's not even hitting anyone, just throwing it right on the ground.
We would just like to sing that.
Ah, yo.
Joking.
That's a ridiculous commercial. It's well, it looks nice. It's very beautiful. Nice scenery. They all obviously, spent some money on it, made it look nice. But they
Are you saying it's logic?
yeah, they didn't show enough of the watch. They didn't show enough of what it does. But
That's true.
yeah, it still looks very nice. It's gorgeous. I might say it looks better than the Apple Watch.
Yes.
I still want the Apple Watch.
No, I don't want it.
No, well, it's like a bootleg Apple Watch. It's like super Chinese. It's a bootleg version of something.
Samsung has a watch a while ago before Apple Watch come out.
Yeah, well, no one bought it. Well, I think that's interesting though. That it's almost like the Apple Watch because it has replaceable bands. Like you could change the bands just like the Apple Watch. I don't
Such
know
a waste.
why is that a waste. I want an Apple Watch. Speaking of which, March 9th in America, March 10th in China, they're going to be an Apple event, and they're supposed to come out with a release date of the Apple Watch. I think it's supposed to be early April, like April, like first 2 weeks of April it's supposed to come out.
Okay.
Yeah. My birthday's coming up. Hint, hint.
Hey, you listener?
Don't put it on them. It's your job.
What?
My co-host should give me a nice
Why?
technology gift, right?
Okay, skip that.
And so I'm excited about that. And so in China, the keynote comes on at 1 a.m. On March 10th.
Okay.
And then whatever time that is in Pacific in America, what is that? So that'd be wait, is there daylight savings time yet? Or is that next week? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. Because China doesn't do daylight savings time.
Yes.
America does. So only some places in America don't. I think Arizona doesn't.
I don't know about it.
Yeah, of course. You do.
Maybe you can talk more about it
Well, it's not that interesting.
next time.
Yes, we're going to go into the history of daylight savings time. No, but like
I love history.
all of China, like China's huge.
Yes.
Like China and America are almost about the same size.
Yeah, but we have large population.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is China has no time zones either.
Ah,
So
yes.
the most eastern part, like Shanghai and stuff on the east, even the western part, what's on the west? Tibet.
Xinjiang. Yeah,
Xinjiang.
Tibet.
They all, 6 a.m. there, 6 a.m. on the other place.
Yeah.
So, like, Chengdu, I think, has a pretty good time where, sunrise is where it should be, sunset is where it should be. But then, like, Shanghai, sunrise is going to
Very
be
early.
Early,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because all the same time zone. But I do think that is good, though, because especially for, like, business. Like, in America, some businesses will close other. If you're working
At
across
night.
the country, you got to, you got to count on that. So that's a good thing about having only one time zone. All right, but back to a Chinese company. There's another Chinese company that just got in trouble.
What?
Lenovo.
Eh?
You know Lenovo? Make computers?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so they were caught putting a whole bunch of what's called bloatware on their. So when you buy a computer, it's supposed to come with Windows and a few programs, and they added a adware program called Superfish,
Oh.
and so it tracks everything you do, and it comes with the with the
sucks.
computer. Yeah, and a lot of people complained about it, and it actually turned up that's actually a very, very bad thing.
Yeah.
Because Superfish was going in and was making fake certificates for websites. So say there's a website that wants to steal your credit card information. So you put like Bank of China, but say you spell bank B-N-A-K, you type it really fast.
Yes.
If a hacker could get a Superfish to say, okay, that's a real website, and they can make the whole website look like that, put a certificate on there, and then they can steal all your information.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And so they
Information security issue.
they got in a lot of trouble for that, and they got a lot of people mad at them. There's a few lawsuits going up against them now.
Look
And-
at what they want.
well, now they're saying that they're going to take it off, and to get rid of it, it's like a whole. It sounds like, oh, okay, click this and delete. There's like a whole process you gotta go through to delete it. So what do you think about companies that do that? They partner with another company just to make themselves money. That's hurting the consumers.
Of course, that's a very bad thing.
What would you do if you were a company and you could make an extra $1 million by just putting this one thing on there? Most people won't see. Would you do it?
Well, but in commercial society, I don't know. I'm happy I'm not in that position.
Okay, fair enough. And I'm going to give you a quiz today. All right?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a quiz on the internet.
Okay.
All right? I took this quiz. I think there's 2 questions I can't really do on the
Okay.
podcast because it's whose picture is this? And so, the people won't be able to see.
Oh.
All right? So I took the quiz. It's 12 questions. I got 7 out of 12 correct,
Wow.
which is the top 14%.
Okay.
So it was a pretty good, mark of, wasn't too bad, I guess, compared to everyone else. I'm above the bell curve. I'm not behind it. That's good.
It makes me nervous.
Well, yeah, you should be. All right. The internet and the World Wide Web are the same thing. True or false?
No. First.
False. All right. We'll go through the answers at the end.
Oh, okay.
All right. Number
Will
2.
you remember that?
Hmm?
Will you remember?
Oh, yeah, I'll
what
remember.
Okay.
I got you. Don't worry. I got you, girl. All right. Number 2. You might not know this one. Well, you might. Well, this is about Twitter. No Twitter in China. All right. So Twitter limits the number of characters per tweet to 140. True or false?
I just pick first. I don't know about
You pick
it.
All right. Yeah, they don't have Twitter in China. So that's not fair. All right. Moore's law refers to how many transistors can be put on a computer chip.
What? Must I do it?
Yeah, guess.
2.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I told you it was going to be hard. All right.
Oh.
When a company posts a privacy policy, it ensures that the company keeps confidential all the information it collects on a user. So when you see the privacy policy, it says click here because you got to put in your email, your name. The privacy policy says that the company has to keep it confidential. It cannot give it to anybody else. True or false?
False.
Yes. Good. All right.
Well, is this fun?
Well,
So listeners will be, that it is interesting doing this.
Well, yeah. They want to see how smart am I? How much do I know about the web?
Oh,
I thought it was fun.
okay.
I was like, oh my God, it's such a cool quiz. I want to know how I did. All right. All right. So The first widely popular graphical web browser, so a web browser like Safari, Internet
okay.
Explorer, was released in 1993. Was it Netscape Navigator, Internet Explorer, Mosaic, or Opera?
Wow, how if I know?
Unless I know.
Oh my god.
Pick one.
First one.
Netscape Navigator.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Pick that one. All right. Here's a picture. Come look at the computer.
Okay.
All right. Who is this guy? Is that Steve Jobs?
I know him.
Who's he?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Yeah. All right. Good. Who's this woman? I got this one wrong. All right.
I'll guess. First one.
First one. All right. That's what I picked too. All right. So the Apple iPhone was first released in what year? iPhone 1, generation 1.
07?
2005, 2007, 2009,
Yes,
2011. 2007. All right. Choose the bigger amount of information, a kilobyte or a megabyte. What's bigger, a megabyte or a kilobyte? KB or MB?
MV.
MB. Yes. Yeah, that's easy. Come on, right? Wrong question 10.
Okay.
So only a few more. You're not going to get this one. Putting you on the spot, huh? All right. Net neutrality. Net neutrality refers to A, the posting on websites that are nonpartisan. B, a promise by users of some websites that they will not make critical comments. C, the way Wikipedia editors are instructed to handle new entries on their site. Or D, equal treatment of digital content by internet service providers.
Third.
The third. Wikipedia? No. All right. Okay, easy one. Everyone, okay, this is about Facebook, but you should know this one. All right. Which university
MIT?
was first on Facebook? Harvard, Stanford, MIT, University of Illinois.
MIT.
MIT. No.
What? Oh.
Okay. What does URL stand for? A, ultra reliable linkage. B, user responsibility liability. C, unique rate limit. Or D, uniform resource locator.
Oh. Honest, I don't know.
Then take a guess.
Oh, why do I do this to me?
To put you on the spot. It's cute to watch you squirm.
Oh, I'm going to cry. Oh,
Okay, just pick one.
you bully me.
Tachi Fuwo.
Fourth.
4? Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, last question. Easy one, you ready?
See my tears?
Yeah. Are you male or female? You could get this one, right?
Oh, I'm female.
Oh, yeah, you got it right. All right, I think there's going to be one about your age. Your age. I know that one. All right. You are a college graduate, right? Well, you got 7. You got the same. You got the same score as me.
7 or 12? What?
Bullshit. That's some bull. Whoa. I feel stupid now. You got the same
You
exact
are.
score as me. I thought, okay, I didn't do too bad. You did the same thing as me, and you don't know shit about it.
Oh, I feel happy now.
Oh, yo.
I can laugh at you about this for a year.
All right, so let's go through the questions. All right, so number 1, the internet and the World Wide Web are the same thing. You said false. The correct answer is false. You are right. Okay. Number 2, Twitter limits the number of characters per tweet to 140. That's true. Right? You said false. The answer is true.
Okay.
140 characters, including spaces. Moore's law relates to how many transistors can be put on a computer chip. You said true, and it is true.
Okay.
Yes. Very good. When a company posts a privacy policy, it ensures that the company keeps credentials of all information it collects on users confidential. You said false. The answer is false. So when a company, you put in your information, a company could sell your information to anyone they want.
Yeah.
So say they say a computer company might say, okay, they go to this website, this website, this website. We know that she's in or he's in this age range. We know that they graduated from college. And so we could sell that to people that will use that to make advertisements for you. So they say, okay, most girls in this age range and in this education level do this kind of things. Let's make advertisements specifically for them.
Oh.
Targeted advertising.
Yeah. All for advertising.
Yes. Advertising, big business. All right. Next one. The first widely popular graphical web browser released in 1993 was, you said, Netscape. It was Mosaic. I never heard of Mosaic. I remember AOL. All right. You got Bill Gates right? All right. The picture of the girl you said was the CEO of Yahoo. It is Sheryl Sandberg from Facebook. Okay. And the Apple iPhone was first released in 2007. You were right. 2007. A megabyte is bigger than a kilobyte. You got that right. You know, kilo, mega, giga, tera.
I think I should bet one more, right question than you.
You wanted one more, right?
Yeah.
I'd have been so mad if that was
I should be.
I have to get a new co-host. Okay. Net neutrality, you got this wrong. You said the way Wikipedia editors are instructed to handle new entries on their site. That is wrong. Net neutrality refers to the equal treatment of digital content by internet service companies. And so there was just a law passed in America that said internet is utility. So there needs to be net neutrality. So companies can't... So there was like the internet service providers went for Netflix, right?
Yes.
They said, okay, a lot of people use Netflix. So I want Netflix to pay us money or else we're going to slow it down so your users can't use it. So it's a way for the companies to get more money out of the websites. Because, once the company gets their money, they don't get money from the websites. And they were like, hey, I want more money. So they had to pass a law for net neutrality. All right, 2 more. All right. Facebook, you said the first university was on Facebook. You said MIT. It was Harvard.
Oh.
Yeah. And URL, you got this right, stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Very good. You guessed so many, and you did just as good as me. Oh. This reminds me of the game we talked about last week, Dead or Alive 5, last round, right?
Yes.
See, when we first started playing, I used to whip your ass in it.
No, first time we both first time play and win you, and then you do some training. You did better than me.
But
and
now,
then I did some training.
Yeah, you did the whole story.
The story is easy.
But now you whip my ass in it. Oh man, you're good. You're really good in it now. Cause I still think you're a button masher. Pound, 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 whatever. Kick. And I try to do, the special moves, but you whip my ass.
Yes.
Oh, it was not even cool.
I kick, and you have no time to pay your movement.
Yeah. So let's get into your pretty girl game review. You're going to do that game, right? Dead or Alive 5, last round.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
I think it's awesome. So, the first time I reaching PS games, Street Fighter, you must know about it. And, I just like that. It's simple to play it, and all your goal is to win. And I like it. It's the kind of competition. I'm kind of competitive, girl. So I love that. And I can't fight in real life like that. But I really want, I can be a person who has kung fu. So I can do that, I can do that what I can in my real life. So.
Yeah. All right, so you did the story too. What did you think about the story?
The story to me, it's all English,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of confusing to me.
Yeah.
But I know, out outlet
Mm-hmm.
about it. Maybe outline.
Okay. So who's your favorite character? So in the story, you get to play a whole bunch of different characters.
Yes,
All right. So who's your favorite character from the story?
Kasumi.
Okay. Why?
She's a girl who has, dynasty to fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that sense of, dynasty. This is what I must to do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Dynasty or Destiny?
Destiny. What is dynasty? I didn't say that.
You said Dynasty. Dynasty is like
In the times, yeah.
yeah, like your family's dynasty.
Okay.
All right, I got you though. Like the
Destiny.
in China they use like the Ming Dynasty.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so you like Kasumi, right? Mm-hmm. And there's another character you like, and who I say is just like you. Who's that? Marie Rose.
No, maybe the Helena. Helena.
Oh, the boss? No. You're like the boss is
No, I'm the Helena.
Marie Rose. Now, first time I saw Marie Rose, I was like, okay, you're going to like this character. She looks kind of like you, like a cute little
Yeah,
girl.
beat you.
Yeah, and then you played with her a little bit.
Yes.
And then all her things are just like
That's
you.
me.
The fake crying. Yeah, I beat you. Wow, you're enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, wow.
Girly girl.
Yeah, so overall, what did you think of the game? How do you think of the fighting style? Is it?
I like it. It's very detailed. And when other hit me and the kick is on me, I feel, wow, that's hurt. I really feel that. So I think it's pretty good, product. And the details and the sound and, even the story produced is not bad. Even because they use lots of, movie effects. So the time travels backwards. But I still like the production, the picture of it.
Okay, what's your favorite game mode? There's a story. I think the story didn't make any sense to me. I didn't finish the story though. Like I started to play it, then they kept going back in time. And they skip time so much too.
Yes.
Like someone's in like on a boat,
Yeah.
and then they're in like the jungle, and then they're like in like Antarctica.
A little bit, confusing.
Yeah. So there's a story.
Uh-huh.
There's just the regular fighting mode, 1 versus 1. Then there's the tag. Which one did you like the best?
Tag.
Oh, the tag team?
Uh-huh.
So 2 versus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like teamwork.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so my favorite character was Alpha was
Alpha, what number?
Alpha 152.
Yeah. They produced that.
Yeah, and then there's another girl that wore a schoolgirl outfit. I liked her. Little thigh highs on.
Kokoro?
I don't know.
Kokoro.
Some Japanese name.
Yeah.
Like they all have Japanese name.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, she has
they all
thigh
look
high,
same.
Skirts
Kasumi has uniforms too.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about the jiggle physics?
What?
Jiggle physics. When you take your controller and you shake your controller, and the titties bounce around.
Yeah, that's one thing they make very good products, very detailed. Oh, when they
Detailed
punch
titties.
you, and your remote
Vibrate.
vibrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. I think.
So what? As a girl, what do you think about the bouncing titties? You shake the remote, the titties bounce.
It's fun.
It's fun. Nice. Good. All right. So, how many stars would you give this?
Out of 10 or out of 5?
Up to you.
Out of 10, I would give 6.5.
6.5.
Yes.
Oh, you're tough.
I am.
That's like failing.
Really?
Well,
to me,
that's like
6.5 is pretty good. Pretty good.
65%. If you got a 65% in school, would you be happy?
Oh, I don't mind.
You don't. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll raise to
Yep.
7.5.
Oh, you don't need to raise it for me.
But still, I think, they have so many styles games,
Mm-hmm.
and compared to all of the games world is 6.5. But compared to the one selection of it, it's a pretty good one.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. It is very detailed. The graphics are very nice. The characters are made well,
Yes.
and the story. I don't like the story.
No, that's maybe one reason they can do better.
Yeah.
In that story.
There's lots of characters, which is real nice. Each character, a lot of them have their own unique fighting style.
Yes.
They have nice costumes. I like their they had like Christmas costumes.
Yeah.
They had like football
Underwear.
gear, the underwear ones, the schoolgirl one. I like that, and it is a good fighting game. Do you think it's better fighting than like Street Fighter?
Yes,
So
way
much more
better.
combinations and things.
Yeah.
Like going through the training, there's like so many different combos to do.
Yes, I like that. So compared to other fighting games, it's pretty good. But in the game C, it's a little bit,
Yeah. All right, good. Well, thank you for the review. All right, so let's get into the mobile mania.
Oh,
All right, so we talk about all mobile things. First off, what do you do on your phone most?
selfie.
Selfies. All right, taking pictures of yourself. Okay. What else? What percent of you, when you're on your phone, do you actually use for making phone calls?
2%.
2%. I say about the same. I never take,
Call.
Yeah.
I just pick phones. If I want to, unless it's very emergency, I need to call. I'd rather to text, on WeChat, on that kind of apps, social apps.
Yeah, I agree. I'd much rather text and things than call people. First, because, if they're busy, they won't even pick up, so they can respond to you in their own time. Sometimes I just don't want to talk to people.
Yeah. Just leave a message.
Yeah, I think it's easier just to leave a short message and call someone and explain why you're calling them. And so, what I use my phone for a lot is when I go to work, come back from work, and whenever I go to sleep, because I always need to listen to something when I fall asleep. I listen to a lot of podcasts. All right, so I want to go through my favorite podcasts.
Okay.
All right.
What's your favorite podcast?
So, I broke it down to 4 groups: game podcasts, comedy, science, and other.
Oh,
all right.
you're geeky.
Hush up. All right, so first off, I want to give a big shout out to the Ball Out Gamecast.
Okay.
The Ball Out Gamecast. They are my favorite game podcast. Very good. The 2 hosts are very nice. I emailed them, and he got back to me right away. Yucky Chucky.
That's nice.
Yeah, and it was like 3 a.m. in America, and because I'm walking to work, and he was on his podcast. He's like, he's looking at the analytics and from who viewed it. He's like, if you're from somewhere, write in. So I wrote in, and he got right back to me. It's like 3 a.m. in America. I was like, wow, that's stand up. So I really want to give a big shout out to the Ball Out Gamecast. For listening to this, go check them out. You can find them on iTunes at the Ball Out Gamecast. Very good. They're very funny. And they talk about games, and they just talk about, a lot of other things besides games, too. I listen to other game podcasts, and all they do is talk about games, and it gets a little boring. Because, especially for, I do a lot of research on games and everything, so I know a lot about games. And they show me stuff I don't know. Although, I was listening to them, and they always make me laugh. And at weird place, I'll be on the bus, right? Or on the train.
That would be annoying if you laugh in public.
Yeah, and people just start looking. I'm like, people look at me like I'm crazy. But there was one time, this lady, she had a black eye, right? And I didn't notice it at first. And so I'm walking right past her, and as soon as I look up, they said something that made me laugh. I start laughing right in her face. And then she looks at me, and she thought I was laughing that she had a black eye. So I felt a little bad. I don't know why she had a black eye. That's not my business. But
by the way you laugh.
Yeah, I was like right in her face. And so I think she thought I was laughing at her. And she's a Chinese, so I didn't know. Like, I don't know the Chinese to say, I'm not laughing at your black eye. I'm laughing at my podcast. How would you say that in Chinese?
Never mind.
It's even difficult for you to say.
No.
And so sometimes,
Sometimes silence is the best way to get rid of it.
well, at first I thought I was like, oh, I feel bad. Then I was like, you know what? Shame on her if she is so selfish. She thinks she causes my laughs. Who are you to think you can make me laugh? You don't know me.
Oh, such a.
So that's what I thought. So I was like, okay, I don't feel that bad. If she thought I was laughing at her, then she's just, she's conceited. She thinks everything's about her. Probably why she got a black eye.
Everyone is concerned about,
All right, so my favorite game podcast is the Ball Out Gamecast. All right. Comedy. There's this comedy podcast I really like called How Did This Get Made? And so it's these three people. They're super funny, and they look at like a movie, like a bad movie, and they watch it and then they critique it, and they just go through like the movie, like, how did this get made? This movie is so awful.
Yes, that's my style. I like that.
It is so funny. Last one I watched, the movie was Zardoz with Sean Connery, and this movie is so ridiculous. and just the way, like, and they go through the whole movie and they like critique the whole movie, like how did this get made? And so that's the name of it. I think it's a wonderful name to explain the whole concept of, like,
Make
their
fun
podcast.
of others' weakness.
I don't make fun of others' movies. And like Zardoz, it's an awesomely good and bad movie. Like, it's so out there, but it's deep, sort of, if you could understand it. Like the first scene of Zardoz is this guy, just his head, and his head's like floating around, and he has your eyeliner. He uses that to draw on a mustache and a beard. So not even like a real looking one, super fake looking mustache and beard. It's not about, oh, I'm 300 years old, I can't die. It's a super crazy movie. And there's a giant head that floats around and throws up guns and bullets.
That's crazy.
It is super crazy. And so I really like that one. For science.
Geeky.
Yes, definitely Star Talk Radio. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Definitely one of my favorite podcasts out there. I love space. I always wanted to be an astronaut. And so I don't know what happened there, reality hit. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be an astronaut. But I still love learning about space. And so he does a Star Talk Radio.
Stephen Hawking?
No, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. But still, it's very good. And then for other, it's not only a podcast. It does come on regular radio. And then every week they put the radio show and they put it on a podcast. It is not live. It's not live anymore. They do reruns, but that's okay. Car Talk. It's these two brothers. One of them died recently, which is very sad. And they just talk about car stuff, and people call in with their car problems. They just joke around. It is absolutely funny. If you live in America, I mean, you should know about Car Talk. It comes on NPR. It's all over the country, and it is one of the funniest things, like, to listen to on like your Saturday or Sunday morning. I love that show. My parents used to listen to it in the car, so that's how I got into it. And I definitely recommend anyone check that out. All right, so that's mainly what I do on my phone, is listen to those podcasts. And I was looking at some statistics. In 2014, 90% of Americans, adults, have a cell phone. You know how many cell phones are in China?
No.
As in 2013, there's over 1.1 billion cell phones. So many.
Yeah.
That's almost a cell phone for every person. Like you, how many cell phones do you have?
Ever have
No,
or
right
have
now.
right now too?
Exactly. So many times people have two phones. One for work, one for,
Life.
life. One for
Private life.
One for your wife.
One. I have so
One for
many.
your other one.
One for my boyfriend, one for my another boyfriend.
Oh, that's what the second one's for. And so 58% of American adults have a smartphone. So 90% of American adults have a cell phone. 58% have a smartphone. So I think that number's going up too. This was in early, I think January 2014. 32% of adults have an e-reader. It's like a Kindle, a
Yeah.
Nook. And 42% of American adults own a tablet. Now, I have a tablet. I have an iPad. I never use it anymore.
I use it for reading.
Yeah.
You know, it's a mini, so it's very easy to take.
Yeah. I think my iPhone, I have an iPhone 6 Plus. I think that's easier than using my full-size iPad. If I had an iPad mini, I want an iPad mini with like a cell phone on it. I don't mind having a cell phone that big. I would walk around with that joint with a big old toaster on my head. Like, what? Oh, yeah. I don't mind that. I definitely would not mind that. And so they also did a survey on what most people do on their cell phones, like per day. So for iPhone users, only 45% are used for calls.
That's not bad.
That's a lot higher than I thought.
Yes.
14% for text messaging. 12% for email. 10% for music. 8% for games. 9% for internet, and 3% for other. I don't know what other is.
No taking photos?
Maybe taking photos is the other.
Wow.
So they're like opposite 45% for photos.
Oh, freaky.
3% for voice calls. So I thought the voice calls, I think people are lying about that. I don't think people call as much on their phone anymore. If you look down the street, no one's talking on the phone. People just using it and
I don't know.
walking.
Maybe they're doing some business or whatever.
There's a story about this this girl, this Taiwanese girl. She was in Australia, and she was on her phone, and she was just looking at it, and
Social apps?
I don't know what she was looking at.
Maybe.
But she was so consumed by her phone that she was on a pier. She didn't realize that she was coming to the end of the pier and walked right off and fell right in the water.
Oh, wow.
Then when the rescuers got to her, she still had her cell phone in her hand.
Maybe she has a very important message hasn't deleted yet. It depends which boyfriend come get her first.
Oh. Yeah, so I think people get, really addicted to cell phones.
Yes.
I check my cell phone all the time. And if you can't find your cell phone, it's like, oh my God, where is it?
Yes.
Searching all your
security,
pockets.
Yes.
So it's like, oh my
We
God.
need that.
Yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is, cell phones are addicting, but also mobile games. I got an email from one of my listeners, and they talked about a mobile game they play. Let me read to you what they sent me, okay?
Okay.
I found a game by accident, Paint Monsters. It came up as a pop-up ad. Normally, I ignore these, but the colors and characters were so good I checked it out. Now I'm hooked. I play between 4 to 5 times a day trying to get to the next level. I don't buy lives because I'm cheap, and not having extra lives limits my playtime so I can't get things done that I need to do. I love this game. And so one of the things I want to talk about is why mobile games specifically are, becoming so addicting, becoming so popular. Like every time I go to work, everyone's playing a mobile game. No one's working. Everyone's playing a mobile game.
I'm working when I go to work.
Yeah, right.
I am.
All right, so one of the reasons why, games in particular, not just mobile games, become addicting is because of the dopamine. Dopamine is a hormone that makes you feel happy, makes you feel good. When you have sex, dopamine gets released. When you take drugs, dopamine's released. Makes you feel good, right? Okay, so dopamine and the dopamine pathway. Dopamine, the happy hormone. Makes you happy, makes you feel good. And so when you beat a boss or when you beat a level, you feel good, right?
When I
You're
beat
yeah!
you. Yeah, I beat you.
That's dopamine. Your brain is releasing dopamine and it's making you feel good. Remember when we were playing Geometry Wars and we were stuck on that one level and finally we beat it.
Yes,
and we were so happy.
Yes.
That's dopamine just getting rushed into your brain. Feels good. It's like a drug. Technically, it kind of is a drug. That's what drugs do. They release the dopamine. And so beating a boss, getting to the next level, it releases dopamine and it makes you feel good. So your body likes that. Your body says, okay, do this some more. Oh, do it some more. Do it some more. Yeah, let's keep feeling good. But that's also why people get bored with games. Because after a while, you build up a tolerance. You get desensitized. So you need more and more dopamine to feel good. So if you keep doing it, you're just going to feel like, I'm
No
good.
more.
I'm bored with this. And so you put the game down, and then maybe, a day or two
Find
later.
a new game.
Yeah, you find a new game.
Yes.
Or you come back to it later. And then when your brain's, when your brain's ready for it, it's like, okay, I'm refreshed. I'm back to normal. I could take the regular amount of dopamine
Yes.
now. And so you start playing.
Normally, a game I played,
Mm-hmm.
if it doesn't last me long, maybe I will take a couple days to play that, and then I just drop that.
Yeah. And so one of the way mobile games become so addictive is because they get the dopamine coming out, but then they restrict you from getting too much dopamine. They restrict you from getting to that point where you become sensitized to it or desensitized to it. And so there's like 3 ways they do this. First is they physically limit your time. In the game, the person emailed me about Paint Monsters. You only get I think like 5 lives. So if you die 5 times, you have to wait until you could get more lives.
Oh.
Or you can buy lives. Like she said, I don't buy lives. You could buy lives. So that's also how they get money. They get you wanting, like, oh, maybe the next round I'll get it. That's how they make extra money.
Yes.
But also, it keeps you from getting desensitized to it. So you keep coming back. And then they get the ad revenue. They keep saying, oh, these people keep coming back every day. Every, 6 hours, they keep coming back when their lives are refreshed.
Smart.
Yeah. And so they physically limit your time. So these games are designed to limit your time, either with lives or you can only play this many races. There's a racing game, I think Real Racing 2 or 3, and you can only repair your car so many times, and you had to wait before you could repair your car again. And so you can't physically play the game until the time limit's up, which is smart. And another way is making easy beginning levels and harder levels later on. And so in the beginning,
it's very.
you go through like 10 levels very fast. Your dopamine's firing off. Yeah, I beat this boss. Next level. And then you have to slow down. This level is going to take you a lot longer to beat. Let your brain gets back to normal. Then you beat it. You get more dopamine because it was harder. It's more satisfying, and your brain's ready for it. So boom, you get that rush.
I like one game, mobile games very much. The hardest.
Oh yeah. It's a Japanese game, right?
Rating you, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I like that game too.
The key.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Uh-huh.
And so
It's very maybe they have so many subjects, and maybe it's quite easy for you. They rating your scores. Maybe you write very easy. You reach the B.
Yeah.
But that is not enough. You have to reach E or
A or E.
A is the top.
Yeah.
Maybe S or whatever. They just rate them. So
yeah, so get to B is very easy.
yes,
But to get to S or A
yes,
is super hard.
Yes,
Yeah.
but sometimes you need so many S to have a new subject to open for you.
Yeah.
That's-
So you need like 5 S's to get to open
Yes.
up the next program. Yeah, so that's a perfect example of it.
Yes.
And the last way, mobile games are mobile. Like me, whenever I play mobile games, it's usually I only have a few minutes to play it. It's not like I'm gonna sit down for an hour or 2 hours and play on my phone.
Yes.
Most people play mobile games when they're on the bus, on the train, commuting, when they have some free time. And so
Pieces time.
yeah. And so they know that the users, they're not going to overdo it. They're not going to play it like a console game for hours at a time. So they're not going to get bored of it because they're going to, okay, now I got to go to work. Now I got to go do this. And so then they put it down, and then when they come back, it's more fresh to them than if they were playing, Angry Birds for 6 hours straight. Yeah.
Flappy Bird.
Floppy Bird?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Flappy Bird.
Flappy. My throat.
Yeah. So Flappy Bird, it's another example. That game, super addicting. You get like 3, 4, like, oh yeah, I'm doing so good. Then you get like 6, like, yeah. And then to get that 7. It takes so long to get the 7th one. Then you get the 7th, like, oh, okay, now let me try to get 8. And it takes you so long. Then when you get it, it's like so rewarding.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so what's your favorite mobile game?
The hardest.
The hardest. All right.
I play that very long.
For me, I don't even know. Let me see. Let me open my phone right now and see what games I have on my phone. I got no idea.
Oh, what is that game? Steady
Oh, Ready Steady Bang. Yeah, I like that game. So Ready Steady Bang is a 2-player game.
Yes.
And it just says it's like two cowboys, and you gotta hit the screen when it says go.
Yes.
You can't hit it before, and if you hit it too
Bullets
late,
will go out. Only one bullet.
You only get one bullet, so it says ready, steady, bang. You gotta
I like
hit the
that.
screen. I like that game too. Jetpack Joyride, I like. Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 6. Heads Up, remember Heads Up? It gives you like a word, and you gotta act out the word.
Oh.
It's like a party game. I like that. So I don't have a lot of games on my phone now, but those are, I think, my favorite. Be Ready, Steady, Bang for 2 people. If it's by myself, Jetpack Joyride. And that's Mobile Mania. All right, so thank you everyone for joining us for episode 4. You can find us at thewanderinggamer.com, at thewanderingg on Twitter. Find us on Facebook. Check out the Ball Out Gamecast. And I am Duty 420. And you are?
I'm the pretty girl LGS.
All right.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.